it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Number 30.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
And they run the option on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Second and
now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones on the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Panthers nothing.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
He was taken down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Washington.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Cameron Brate. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd. Pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Washington first.
They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
McManus on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Panthers nothing.
So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. It's a gain of a yard. And
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
A loss of 12 yards.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
18-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's the option. And he coughed it up. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Much much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 66 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
17. Panthers 7.
Getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Schultz. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Washington offense heading out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Brate has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Michael Gallup there to make the grab.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. A throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his target. That's more.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
10 more there and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
Panthers take over 1st down.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now Bell. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.